Hey, what's up guys, Darkbreaker here and welcome to my Jarvan guide. And for today's video we are going to talk about how to play Jarvan, what's the best build on Jarvan, what are the best runes on Jarvan, the best pathing, stuff like that. And let's start right at the beginning with the item build. It's going to be Trinity Force, I think one of the best core items in general for most junglers. Or you can go for Yuumu's Ghostblade as well for better early game and an earlier power spike, but I think I like Trinity Force just because of the damage boost compared to Yuumu's Ghostblade, and you are stronger in the mid game when you go for Trinity Force. Afterwards, core item of course Guardian Angel gives you AD, armor and of course the sustain. Then for the boots and enchantments, usually I go for Mercury's Threats, but you can also go for Ninja Tabi if you're facing a lot of physical damage. And for the enchantment you can go for Locket Enchant, Glorious Enchant, or maybe even Zhonya's. It really depends on what you want to do in a team fight, whether or not you want to tank more, or you want to reach them easier using Glorious, or you want to survive even longer using Zhonya's. Next item is going to be Starrick's Gauge, one of the main core items for any bruisers. It gives you HP and plus 50% bonus AD, which is huge. And also the Shield Lifeline, it's a nice effect. And then for the next items, it's always up to you. 5th and 6th item, you can always change it depending on the enemy team composition or what you need. But I like to go Thornmail and Adaptive Helmet, but obviously you can maybe go for, I don't know, Rondine's Omen, Deadman's Blade, another good option. Yep, that's it. And for the runes it's going to be Conqueror, that's very self-explained. It's one of the best runes. Then Brutal for better early game. You could go Champion to be honest, but I like the extra damage onto jungle camps and that's why I'm going Brutal. Next one is going to be Hunter's Titan in the jungle. Of course you have a lot of kill participation, so it's pretty easy to get that one stacked up. And then of course Mastermind for bonus damage in the jungle. So that's going to be it. Let's hop right into the abilities. Jarvan's passive will do additional damage based on the current health of the opponent. The first skill is going to be a spear doing damage. As you guys can see, it has a pretty long range. You can combine it with flash to reach someone if you want to finish someone off. The second ability is going to be shield, and the more people are around you, the more shielding you're going to get, and it's also going to slow the opponents. With the third ability you are going to throw a flag, which is going to enhance your attack speed, and you can also combine it with your first ability. I'll show it to you guys in a second. The ultimate will lock opponents within this circle. First combo is pretty standard. It's going to be the third ability into the first ability, just so you can knock opponents up. You can see I use my flag, then I use my QN, and right now I'm just going to show you that you can use this combo as well in combination with your flash to knock opponents up. Like you hit one opponent, you knock them up, and then you can also knock someone else up. But right now I'm just practicing it, and it's all about the timing. And show it to you right here. I mistimed again because it's not that easy. The moment you land with your Q, you want to use flash and not too early. Right now I managed to do it correctly. Right now again. So the moment you land with your Q onto the opponent, you want to redirect with your flash, and you can hit multiple people with that combo. So that's really amazing with Jarvan, if you can manage to pull it off in a real match. But it all comes down to practice, so definitely try to practice this combo so you can use it in a real match. And let's hop right into the gameplay. That's gonna be it. Okay, let's go. Going for Wait, where do I start? Probably going to start at the blue buff, and hopefully my teammates will pull for me, just so that my jungle clear is going to be quicker. And I think most of the times, if you ask your teammates nicely if they can pull for you, they will do it 95% of the times. I think it's pretty standard right now that people like to pull. So at the beginning of the game, as you guys can see, I ward at the opposite side of where I'm going to start, just so that I will know where the jungle will be at the scuttle fight. Maybe he will be there already before I come for a scuttle, so I know, depending on my champion, whether or not I can contest against him. So it's really important that you know the matchups in the jungle, just so you know whether or not you want to fight at the same scuttle, or you want to avoid the enemy jungle and go for the opposite side to at least secure one scuttle. But if you play an early game jungler like Jarvan, Olaf or Lee Sin, you want to finish at the same scuttle side, so you fight against him or contest against the enemy jungle for the scuttle. And usually, considering that when you have a strong jungler, you can easily get the scuttle, fight him, maybe even get the first blood against the enemy jungle. Right now I see, okay, he's on his blue buff, he's going for Gromp, so maybe I would just go for a sneaky scuttle right here, because he's, yeah, I think right now Evelyn is on the Gromp, so I will just do a quick scuttle rush, and then maybe option 1, I go for my red buff right now, or option B is I run straight to the other side of the scuttle, so I get the double scuttle, which is also insane. But right here I managed to force the flash from Teemo, which isn't bad considering I just wasted a little bit of time for myself to force the flash, and now I know 2-minute cooldown for Teemo's flash, which is going to be huge, because now I know, okay, I have the time window where I can gank Teemo again without him having flash. So you always have to consider the cooldowns of the enemies if you manage to force flash, for example. And I think I will try to get level 5 first, and then maybe I will go for another gank onto Teemo, or I will reset depending on where his positioning is and if he's going to be overextended or not. Evelyn is at Gromp now, so I think she went straight from blue buff to the Dragon Scuttle instead of doing Gromp. Just going to reset now, get Red Trinket, which is going to be really nice to clear the vision before Dragon is going to spawn. And at around 3 minutes, my blue buff should spawn again, so I'm running straight to my blue buff, checking whether or not I can maybe gank topside. Okay, maybe. Let's see. Okay. I still have my ultimate, let's wait a bit. Okay, this guy will die, he's in range, and I will just use my ultimate. The Lulu ultimate was not needed, to be honest, but it still worked out because we got 2 kills, so that's pretty good. I'm going to help them shove the wave, and then afterwards go for my blue buff again. Checking the wards right here real quick. Oh! That was a really good ultimate by Jinx, to be honest. She used the ultimate. Okay, trying to zone her? Is she? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought she would run away, but she just went back down, so it's a pretty free kill for us. Like, usually I was predicting her to run upwards, but she went downwards, and that's why we missed the combo. But it doesn't matter because, I mean, if you want to escape, you have to run upwards and not downwards, so it was a pretty free kill regardless. Question is, do we want to rush Dragon right now? I think I don't even need to go for it yet. Like, sometimes you have to consider whether or not your lane, especially my top lane right now, has priority in the lane. And right now they have to shove the wave in first. So I have a ward there as well, so I don't think I need to necessarily rush it right now. I mean, dragons are always important, but I would just go for my jungle clear and then afterwards go for Dragon. And if they try to rush it, we have Vision, and I will just immediately react and go for the Dragon. Just going to secure the Scuttle first, which is going to grant us Vision, and that's just amazing. Okay, he's teleporting, so I know he wants to go in. I can check, he has the ultimate, so let's go. Okay, he's in the bush. I don't have Vision. Oh my god, I lost Vision. Okay, he has ultimate. I'm going to wait for my ultimate because he's locked up. I use my ultimate. Good flash by Teemo, to be honest. That was a well-used flash. So the plan was, okay, Camille used her ultimate and Teemo is locked up. So I wait for the ultimate of Camille to run out. I use my ultimate on top and then he's CC chained. He's locked up by Camille ultimate and then by my ultimate, so that's huge. My teammates are going for Dragon right now, that's great. We are going to secure it. And luckily Evelyn isn't there to steal it. Okay, maybe they're going pretty deep, but oh, Evelyn's here. I'm playing way too greedy. I might die for this. I feel like I might die for this. I hope she doesn't have ultimate. Nice silence. Okay, let's run. We don't want to fight. We are super low life. But looking pretty good so far. Looking pretty good so far. Okay, let's reset. Okay, they have a lot of magic damage. I will go for Mercury's threats in this game, just for the tenacity, CC reduction, and also for magic resistance. And I will get Locket just so I can shield my teammates, and great synergy with your second ability because you will have a double shield and makes you really tanky and hard to kill. Okay, he has Vision right here. Oh, I think I can steal this. And in the 1 vs 1 I should be easy winning against Evelyn right now because I'm pretty strong at this point. Jarvan is one of those heroes that is really strong in the early game and then falls off in the mid and late game because his base damage is pretty high but his scaling is bad, so let's see, maybe I would just jump on him. Get that free kill. Oh, this is going to be clutch. Use my ultimate, use my shield immediately. 1 HP! Super close! That was insanely close. Almost died, but we managed to get the double kill, get the Herald. I immediately used my Herald just so we can secure the first turret, and first turret will mean that we will get additional global gold for the team on top of the turret gold. So always use Herald to secure the first turret, just so you will get more global gold for the team. Okay, I think maybe we should reset. I think after the blue side I will just reset, and maybe I will get enough for, actually not, I won't get enough for Guardian Angel, but almost. Didn't talk about the skill order yet. Maxing Q first, then the second ability, then the third ability, and then the ultimate. But of course, whenever the ultimate is available, try to maximize it. Okay. I mean, Akali took. Oh wait, that was insane. Let's use Locket really quick to get the shield. I mean, we needed the Scuttle for additional healing and Akali was kind of full, so I just waited a bit and then I went in because I wasn't full life. But worked out pretty well, to be honest. Yeah, Akali, that's karma for taking the Scuttle, because I needed that heal boost. Like whenever you kill Scuttle, you're going to get a lot of HP back. So hair taking Scuttle wasn't the brightest idea, to be honest. Okay, Dragon is going to spawn pretty soon, so let's get ready to contest or prepare it. Okay, can we go in? Oh, there was a great knock-up by Janna. We still have Guardian Angel, but we're kinda low life at this point. Just looking for the EQ flash maybe. And we fuck it up. I showed it to you in the beginning that this combo isn't that easy to do. And especially in a real match, it's much harder to do than just doing it against a bot. So you want to use the flash the moment you land with your Q onto the flag, and then you flash on top of them and they are getting knocked up, but I messed it up. So timing is key when you want to do the EQ flash combo, so you don't want to use your flash too early. Once you land with your Q on the flag, then you want to flash, but not before that. Otherwise, like you just saw, you would just mess it up like me. And to be honest, I don't have that many Jarvan games and I'm not that proficient when it comes to using the E-Flash combo. But if you play enough and practice, then you will be able to execute the EQ Flash combo in a real match. So the whole point of doing is to do a double knock-up, or to maybe extend the knock-up onto other people that you wouldn't hit without the flash. So you can use the flag spear combo onto one person, they're getting knocked up, you use your flash immediately again on top of someone else, and they will take the damage and the knock-up as well. So this combo is really amazing if you are proficient on Jarvan. So it's a pro player move basically. I missed the Q. Yikes, I missed the Q. Otherwise, okay, with this, we're super low, we will just backport. I think in Europe, there are not many Jarvan players. I know only Vex is really proficient at using Jarvan, especially in competitive. So, if you watch some competitive on Twitch or Trovo, then you might see Jarvan being picked a few times by Vex. It's a really strong early game pick to snowball for your teammates. I think it's not the greatest pick in solo queue, because it's reliant on your teammates to do the carrying in the mid and late game, because Jarvan's damage will fall off definitely. So that's really important. And nice kill, legendary on Jarvan. And also, Jarvan is really strong at invades, especially against weak champions. So if you don't have good teammates or people that follow your invade, you will just get collapsed by the other enemy laners. So hopefully, when you play Jarvan, you try to gank whenever you have priority in your lanes so you can invade. Otherwise it might be a little bit risky, especially in solo queue. People usually don't follow invades. So I think Jarvan is a better pick in competitive, but it can work out in solo queue definitely. But yeah, not the greatest pick in my opinion. Very good early game, but falls off in the mid game and late game. Because he will enter the function from damage dealer to tank in the late game. Anyways, that's going to be it for the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, and that's going to be it. Bye bye.